I'm gonna kind of go over what I do, being like a heavy haul truck driver. But before we talk about that, the videos themselves are primarily for me, and then I kind of make them for an audience to want to watch. So with that being said, I just kind of have to remind myself, because I have such a bad memory of like my current situation, which isn't so good right now, and my mood is the same. So it's what, the end of August, and I guess you could say that I've kind of forgot to pay all my bills. I'm laughing anyway, laughing all the way to the bankruptcy. So that's not what I'm making the video about. Look, I'll get waved at. Oh, he didn't, dudes. That guy needs to quit his job. We're down here. Well, actually, if you know where I'm at, comment below. We are south of where I'm going to, I can tell you that, and going to pick up 14,000 gallons of propane. I was gonna say clubamo. I couldn't get it out of my mouth. And we're taking it up by Grand Rapids. We do this often, at least lately, every weekend. I say often because I've hauled propane for like 10 years now, so there's that. So I'm an owner-operator from Michigan, and make most of my income from propane, and fill in some of the time with doing flatbed or reefer trailer stuff. When I do haul propane, I haul a 6-axle trailer and sometimes a 4-axle trailer. Being that I'm from Michigan, you can legally register a semi-truck up to 165,000 pounds. Could be a little more. I believe that's what the number is. And then just run it, you know, on a day-to-day basis, no permits or nothing. And let's get a little truck noise. It might be too much, but gotta love them Jake brakes. So with this setup, I can be 135,000, and I'm close to 70,000 pounds empty. So the trailers are heavy. It's just the way it maths out. How about that? I see a lot of heavy haul stuff on like Facebook reels of people that are like, oh, I'm 130,000 pounds, super load, and I'm thinking like, what? That's super? For those of you that are not new to my channel, I still have not greased up or oiled this clutch. So, gotta deal with the sounds. We are just about over here to get loaded. And then it's about an hour to load if no one's ahead of me. Oh, that was a horrible shift. Tony Paco's. I believe at Kroger you can buy their pickles. They make a sweet and hot pickle with peppers in it. You will eat the whole jar. That's how good they are. And then we got a 3-hour drive to get up to get offloaded. About 2 hours. 2 offload. It takes me about an hour and 15 minutes, but you know, punching in, signing out, I just do the math at 2 hours. My calculations. Railroad tracks. How is this not more dangerous crossing the tracks at 3 miles an hour, you know? I'm Bob the Builder. All loaded up with our, still can't say the word, clubamo. I don't know why I can't say that today. It's one of them weird words that I usually say all the time. Let's get out of this Bob the Builder gear here. Back into some New Balance tennis shoes, baby. Oh yeah. Hit up that Porter John because, you know, these places don't offer us any kind of anything. Can't get no water. Can't wash our hands. Can't look stupid, which is tough for me. Engine brake engaged. Oh, we're out of here. This is as much as I can film. I'm not gonna be like staring around over there. We're outside the gate. You can't film inside there. It's just a big refinery. It's gross and it's dirty and it's big and it's annoying. I'm super annoyed today. We're going with window down. There's the trailer. Here goes the axles. I don't know what gear I'm in. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see what it's like hauling heavy here, right? We're in the 2015 International Pro Star. She's got the ISX 550 18 speed shifter knobber. .370 rear ends, and we're off. And I do not floor it. I floor it when I get way up in the gears, but I don't like beating it up. I gotta pay for it, you know? The synchronizer on this truck, this transmission has over 1 million miles on it. The clutch just got replaced. I'm gonna take this wide so I can keep my momentum up. But the synchronizer is all out of whack on it. So no excuses, but it does not shift good. It doesn't shift easily. But she'll pull, I'll tell you that much. We're going up a hill, you can't really tell because you know how cameras work. Everything's blowing around when it's going up. And I am skipping gears at roughly 130,000 pounds. Taking it slow, nice and easy, nice and easy. We don't want all this weight to snap our truck in half. Guy behind us sure is like, why is he going so slow? Oh, see, it won't even pop out of gear. Here, we'll get a good shift, right? Alright, it might not be this one, but we'll get one. get back up on the bridge, the on-ramp for the bridge is all uphill and it's a curve, which doesn't help the situation because your axles bind up and you're on a bridge, so you want them down. And then you gotta climb the bridge over the river. When we get over there, I'll get a shot of us going up there so you guys can get a understanding of, you know, what it feels like, what it looks like. I don't know. Hopefully this transmission comes around for us. Alright, here's our hill. Gather up as much speed as we can, and then we gotta kind of keep it slow around the curve here because I don't want to tip over. Propane doesn't slosh a lot, but it makes the suspension of the trailer sway back and forth, right? So it kind of sloshes this way. Not so much this way, but maybe some that way. You're basically full. That's why the tanks are so big. So we're keeping a steady pedal right now around this curve, and then when we get straightened out, we're gonna give her a little more giddy up. 35 miles an hour. I'd say by the top of the bridge, which is uphill, you can see it, we'll be at about 50. So we're not gonna lose speed, which is funny because I see a lot of general freight haulers come up this hill and lose speed, and they're already going 60. That's a retired Great Lakes freighter, the American Valor. 47. I mean, we're at the top now, so 49. Good guess. Pretty decent pull. We have a left exit. We need to exit to the left up here. Stop. I'm gonna go in here and grab myself something to drink because I don't know what I was thinking. I only brought this much water with me. Now I don't have anything to drink, so I haven't been to this Love's in so long. Exit 25. But I don't remember how you get in here. The last time I was here was 2 years ago. It's down there. On US 23 right here, they were doing construction on it. And it, I was hauling these. Don't use your turn signal, buddy. I don't need to know what you're doing or anything. Like, it's not going to be beneficial to me to not have any idea what you're doing when you're turning. Oh, and then they went straight. They were in the turn lane to turn onto the interstate. They did not turn. And then they stopped, and then as I got out, they pulled out. I think they were like trying to let me out. I don't know. And now we got a truck here is pulling out of the truck stop, who clearly just takes up the whole thing. Like, you just get the whole thing Now they're pulling out in front of a pickup truck, pulling a big trailer. And another pickup. That's cool. Could have just got over. But we got this guy here. Some lady parked in the frickin' way. Can you see that? I hope you guys can see that. There's a semi right there parked at the stop sign. I made a video the other day, and in that video, I didn't post the video. I was saying that when I come out over the road, I no longer feel like a truck driver. And I guess what I mean is, like, when I come to truck stops, I just, like, by no means fit in. Like, it's just a different place than it used to be when I started. And you know, I've been driving for 20 years, so like things have changed a lot, but it just seems like since after COVID, things have changed a whole lot. People just do whatever they want. Now I've lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, okay, so I was parking here. I was running down into Ohio and picking up these big metal dividers. They actually stack them when they load them. It's pretty crazy. And those are the dividers when you divide the interstate. And they were doing it like right here, so I'd run down there, get loaded, come here, park, and I had to be there at like 5 a.m., which I was getting there at like 4:30, so I'd be the first in line to get offloaded. And then I could race back down and get another one. Them loads paid good money. Yeah, that was like a couple years ago. Anyways, I'm going in here. I'm getting something. Here's another fellow multi-axle guy. Seven axle. Not a lot of them. There's another guy over here. He ain't got much going on. I'm getting chased down by one of them crazy parking lot racers. Would you look at that? The lady truck driver blocking everybody's ability to get in and out is still sitting there. She was in the driver's seat. Looked like she was on the phone and doing a bunch of blah-bitty-blah. Now we got another guy thinks it's a good idea to just block the whole place as well. You park here at the propane tanks because I don't want to go all the way in here. Look at this shit. Oh man, Loblaw just sitting there like a freaking dummy. Now you guys seen all those open available spots that she could be parked in, but instead she's parked all the way at the damn exit at the stop sign. Madness. M.I.L.E with the milkman. I don't know why I'm yelling. My bad. Man, it's turned out to be a nice day. It was all overcast this morning. My wife called and I was on the phone with her. I'm like, is it raining? You could hear rain in the background on the phone, and she's like, yeah, it's raining. And then I ran through a little bit of rain, but not that bad. 81 degrees though, a little bit of humidity. Makes it kind of uncomfortable, but sunny. The sun's in that environment where it's not right in my eyes or on the side of my face. It's comfortable. Give my left arm a little more tan. Laying out here in the road construction, you cannot go anywhere, and I mean anywhere in Michigan right now there's not one road without road construction. If you're like, oh, you know, I'm gonna avoid that road construction, you're probably gonna wind up where the road is completely closed. Trying to avoid the road construction. But it's Saturday. I think it's the 22nd. Traffic ain't bad. It's a little more people right here where we're at right now, but everywhere that normally on this route during the weekend that it has been backed up, well, I haven't had to deal with that. Just flew right on through. No slowdowns yet. I mean, stopping to get something to drink, that's not something I normally do, but like I said, I'm broke right now, man. I got nothing at home to bring with me. That's fridge, well, water out of my fridge dispenser. So I went into the Love's there, you know, and got the, I wanted to get a lemonade out of the fountain. But they only had strawberry lemonade, not, what are we doing, people? I really do not like, I like strawberries by themselves, but anything that's like strawberry flavored, I don't like, I can't stand it. It is not for me. That's all they had was strawberry lemonade. I ain't trying to have that. So I guess talking about the multi-axle heavy haul stuff, one thing that I can say, when you do it on a day-to-day basis, it kind of beats you up because I mean, let me do something with the flip. It's a mess back there. I rarely ever stay back there, so it's always a mess. All that momentum that you have when you hit a bump, like you can just feel all that added weight, you know, and it beats you up. Makes you a little more like tense, you know, like I don't know if you guys ever have this issue where like in between your shoulders get all messed up from, you know, driving all the time. If you do, let me know, because, you know, we need them comments. But yeah, it does definitely beat you up. But, you know, doing this with propane, you're empty more than you're loaded by a lot, because you got to drive to the loading facility, which, I don't know, you guys probably commented where I was, all the way down to Ohio, which we do have to be permitted you know, it's a decent truck to at least give me like 3 years of not needing anything major, right? That's the fingers crossed. Hope that works out. If not, I'm gonna go way backwards. The neighbor right down the road from me's got a 1985 International cab over, and I believe it's got a big Cam Cummins in it. It won't really do this, but I just won't do this no more. But I won't have a truck payment, so there's that. I mean, this one's more than half paid for what I've purchased it for. I'm trying to just pay everything off. I don't want bills no more. If I'm gonna expand, I want to pay cash. I want my house paid for. I want everything paid off. I'm tired of that. To get solar panels and all that, just get rid of them bills, man. Give me a soup can and a long string so I can talk to my wife and kids. It's astronomical the costs of things nowadays. I mean, I have 4 kids, me and my wife, phone bill's like $500 a month. Like, why? First off, like, we paid our taxes for NASA to be a thing. Then we paid our taxes to pay for those satellites to be put in space. And somehow there's a company that charges you for the service that you provided, not them. Is that not crazy? I think that's how it works. If I'm wrong, let me know. But like, if I am, why do we pay for that? I mean, I get buying the device, but the service should be ours, right? Am I right? I mean, other countries that utilize our satellites should have to pay us, American citizens, for our objects that we put into space. I might be completely wrong. It sounds really stupid, but whatever. I'm confused by everything anyway, so I'll do what I do best and drive. Stop thinking about that stuff. But it's hard, you know. You guys know what I'm talking about. Any of you guys are truck driver, any of you guys that are truck drivers are watching, so all you do is drive down the road and think, you know, and then like you use this thing that you pay too much money for it to learn, you know, whether it's podcasts or YouTube videos. Just learn and then learn it. I don't understand how we're so uneducated when we do so much more self-education and have such a plethora of like useful knowledge. It might not be exactly right, but you just gotta find the right resource, right? The right videos and podcasts. No, it is done. I don't think I have anything for tomorrow. I might just hook back to that reefer trailer and keep going, because I want money. I need money, man. I need some money. Why don't you guys send me some money? Finally, we made it. We got the bug graveyard going on in the windshield. I'm gonna have to clean that up. Oh yeah, grease that clutch. Oh, no way. Straight to a green light, really, dude? You gotta back up, fella. You gotta back up. Thank you. Oh, a Ferrari. I think that's what that is. Oh, it's a Lambo. Don't see many of them, so like, I don't know what the heck it is. I know what it is. I don't know why he's around this neck of the woods, there ain't even like a big business or giant houses or anything like that. Oh, wow. I sure do look like a noob when it comes to shifting sometimes. You know, when I'm not recording, it just works perfectly. Too many things going on my mind as soon as I turn the camera on. I don't even know how to think anymore. We're rolling up on this place to spend the next 2 hours of our life here while we offload this. Neither one of these facilities I can record in. This is storage gas for those of you guys that are wondering. It comes from the refinery and comes over here. This load is coming to Alto, Michigan. So it gets stored underground. A lot of our underground storage facilities are old salt mines that they just cap up and pump propane down into them. I don't know how big the cavern is over here. I could ask, and I've been coming here for a long time. I really don't care. But it's stored underground. It comes in on rail car and it comes in on truck, and then in the winter time we don't have to go as far to get it, right? That way it kind of spreads all of us trucks out. You know, we're over here on the west side of the state, and we've got a pipeline facility that's also underground storage. There's 2 of them over by my neck of the woods, out towards the east side. And we haul into one of them even though they're a pipeline. And the other one we don't haul storage into. It's like contract type stuff. I don't really even understand. No one's here. I'm all by myself. Oh man. But yep, some like all around right here, you know, maybe even these fields right here, I don't know. It's all you know, gas under the ground. You get the rail cars. I can't record anymore, so. It was only an hour and a half. It legit only took me, let me think and see if I can shift. Yeah, I'll just sit back and watch and see if I can do this. Good. It's working. It only took an hour and a half to offload that time, which usually it takes, I mean, an hour and 10 minutes. Usually it takes a little bit longer, and I had more product. But before I left the shop, I topped off my hydraulic fluid the rest of the way, because it was actually a half a gallon low. And I think these things, the Hydro Packs, I think they only hold like 3 gallons, so that's quite a bit low. So that seemed to help. But we're out of there. We're heading home. Looks like nothing for tomorrow. I'm gonna get up in the morning and look for something for doing the reefer. Might be a load that's worth it. If there is, I'm gonna do it. I need to run. My problem is when we wind up not busy with what I normally do, is I tend to like just not do nothing. Well, my expenses are a little too high for me to be doing that. later, here I am with, I guess, assets that I could, you know, make money on to get my money back, but just really don't feel like I've moved up, right? So the next step is to just get my own authority and go do this on my own. Like, why give someone else a percentage? To be honest with you, when you do, like, you know, propane, you're only getting like 68% of the load. Well, I know these trailers are expensive to maintain and operate, but they're still making a profit off of me, right? After the maintenance and everything on these on the equipment and on their end. And I've done the math, and the profit is enough to go and do it, even with the expense of being a new authority hauling hazmat tanker. It's going to be like 4 times more for me to have my own authority than what I pay for my portion of using their authority, the company I'm leased to. So, I don't know, unless something else interesting happens on my bumpy route back home, that's it. That's the end of the video. If you even enjoyed it slightly a little bit, give it a thumbs up. I don't think there's a thumbs down button anymore, but comment, share, whatever you want to do. Normally I never even ask people to do this, but, you know, let's get it out there. I basically missed it. It didn't even think about it, but we got a reverse sunset. We're headed eastbound right now on I-69. I kind of wish I would have got a little better shot of that, but it's over. It was huge as well. I don't know. Looks cool. If I had to guess, those clouds did not make it past the shoreline